Oh, hi there, this is Kerry here. You're watching the Christchurch Review of Books, and today a quick book haul video. People seem to like these, I don't mind doing them, and then I'm actually just procrastinating, not actually writing and filming another review of one of the books in this book haul. But I thought I'd better put a video up, you know how the algorithm gets if you're not regular. So, a quick book haul of everything I have acquired since the last book haul, which was in August. Financial issues and so on have kind of reduced my buying power for the time being. Hopefully that will be remedied soon, but so most of these books are things that I had pre-ordered several months ahead and have just come into my possession and been delivered lately. So let's start off with Terry Pratchett again. A couple of months ago I read Terry Pratchett's biography, and that kind of put me on the path of wanting to get back into the Discworld books. I'd read 2 or 3 of them years ago. Thought I'd start up where I stopped, and that is with Equal Rights. Now this is the first of his Witch series books with Nanny Weatherwax and so on. I have a feeling I have actually read this, but it might have been an e-book or some type of dubious electronic version of the book. So I've got this in the collector's series hardcover now. Not sure when I'm going to actually get around to reading any of these Terry Pratchett books. You know, it seemed like a big desire at the time when I read his biography to get back into these books. Now it's kind of died down again, but you know, sometime soon I'll get back into it. And along with that one was this, the Ultimate Discworld Companion. Thought I might just get in on the ground floor with my enthusiasm of Terry Pratchett's Discworld. I think this is the 3rd or 4th edition of this book, and what it is a kind of encyclopedic dictionary style thing that tells you all about the world of Ankh-Morpork, or the city of Ankh-Morpork on Discworld, all the characters, all the cities, all the traditions and what have you. And it's also very lovely illustrations, kind of like pencil sketch illustrations of characters and creatures and what have you. There's some more for you there. Yeah, it's not a book you read from front to cover, or well, maybe you could read from front to cover. I really like this type of thing when other book series put out guides and concordances and what have you. Used to buy a lot of that type of thing with the series, the science fiction and fantasy series when I was younger. So it's a bit of a nostalgia hit as well. A lot of Discworld is actually going to be new to me because I kind of stopped early on in the series. So this has kind of come in handy. So that is the Ultimate Discworld Companion by Terry Pratchett and Stephen Briggs, and illustrated by Paul Kidby. He does all the sketches and drawings. I think he's the current cover artist of the Discworld books as well. Okay, next up, something different. Now, I was in a discussion on Mastodon, because that's where I've abandoned Twitter or X and have taken up residence on Mastodon, and they were talking about cats, and we trade cat photos and what have you a lot, and someone on there contacted me and said that this book, Cat Sense by John Bradshaw, is the best thing they've read about cat behaviour, cat thinking, cat mindsets, and it's backed apparently by experiments and what have you, and it's just a lovely book about cats, celebrating cats. Now, I've always had cats since I've been a child. There's always been cats around. If I don't have my own pets, there's the neighbours' cats, or as currently there's like neighbourhood strays which I feed or look after. And yeah, this book just goes into cat stuff. I've had a quick look through it. There's illustrations, all sorts of stuff, and just trying to get inside the mind of the cat, and it comes highly recommended by people on Mastodon. So what more can you need than that? Okay, next up, then, this is the last book I received from the Random Book Club from the Wigtown Bookshop. It seems my subscription has now run out, and because of the financial issues I mentioned earlier, I'm not going to renew it this year. Works out about $300 a year or something in New Zealand money, and that's a little steep for what I think I got. I mean, I know it was supposed to be completely random or what have you, but the hit rate was pretty low for stuff that I'd actually read, so books were coming through the mail and I wasn't looking at any of them really, so This one is The Great Mathematicians. It's a popular science type book about, you guessed it, great mathematicians of history. Looks like little anecdotes, little explanations of formulas. It's kind of a digest type thing. So there we go, Mercator projection. I think it's done in alphabetical order or order of chronological events in history about mathematicians. So that is The Great Mathematicians. Next up is one that I pre-ordered a long time ago because of the strength of the previous books by this author. The author is Keith Houston, and I've got two of his previous books. The book, one about the book and printed books, or the history of printed books, and the other one, Shady Characters, about history of the unusual characters in typesets of English and other languages, and how they evolved, who invented them, and how they became part of our language. And the thing I like about Keith Houston's books, he doesn't skimp in the quality. The books are always published on beautiful paper, and they're fully illustrated. They've got illustrations in the text, and they're not all black and white for a change. There's a lot of colour stuff as well, and he's really does really great explanation of what he's talking about. Now this one, The Empire of the Sum, is about the history of calculations and calculation machines, from the human fingers all the way up to calculator apps and software, and something to be really interested. I'm probably going to be reading this one very soon. I really enjoy his books, Keith Houston. So his earlier ones are The Book and Shady Characters, and this is his latest one, Empire of the Sun. Okay, another one, now into fiction. Now this is Hallie MacDonald and Sid Blanchet's Prophet. And this is a bit of a science fiction apparently. Hallie MacDonald's made a name for herself in serious literature, serious fiction. I think H for Hawk is one of her big ones, and among others. And this is her foray into science fiction and fantasy type of thing. By the description, it's kind of like a mix between like something like Roadside Picnic and The X-Files. Now, mysterious objects and setting, looks like a US diner or whatever, appearing randomly across the UK, and a couple of investigators team up to study what's going on and uncover all sorts of conspiracies and unusual things and what have you, as you can imagine. So that's Prophet. Be looking forward to this one. People say it's good. Who am I to doubt them? Next up, Ned Wenlock's graphic novel Tsunami. I've already done a review video of this on the channel. This is a graphic novel, New Zealand, drawn and set, about a young boy just about approaching high school age, and his strong sense of right and wrong and fairness basically lead him into turmoil and uncomfortable positions, and gets him in trouble, and how things build up and overwhelm him. So that's Tsunami by Ned Wenlock. Next up, the last two, which have arrived just last week. Now this is the latest of the Tuesday Murder Club books by Richard Osman, and this is, Thursday Murder Club. I've got the day wrong. And this is The Last Devil to Die. I haven't looked at this book really much of it. I don't know much about the plot, but on the strength of the preceding three, I know this is going to be a fun diversion. Enjoyable. It's just a cozy type of thing to delve into and read about these characters again. Hope he's kept the characters consistent. I found over the last couple, he's characters kind of hazed in and out of focus, and some of them didn't get a bit of a fair deal in some of the last couple of books, and he always seems to overdo some of the characters, like Elizabeth, such a super badass ex-intelligent agent that she could do no wrong, and in other books he made the other characters dim-witted because it suited the plot, and yeah, I hope he's back on form with this one. I know he's going to leave the series for a while now and write something else, so hopefully this is a fitting end for now. That's The Last Devil to Die by Richard Osman. And last and not least at all is this book the long-awaited The Secret Hours by Mick Herron. Now this one surprised me a bit. I know it was promoted as a standalone thriller, intelligence agency thriller type thing, which may readers of the Slayer House Slow Horses Jackson Lamb series may enjoy. I'll give you a secret right now. This is almost 99% connected to the Slayer House books. It's about the background, the Slayer House universe, the Slayer House characters, maybe some under other names because of the operations, but this is so well connected to the Slayer House books that if you enjoy those books, you will want this one because it gives a background to certain events. So many characters from the Slayer House books and novellas appear in this one. It's pretty much essential if you're into the earlier series. Expands the universe a bit, lets you know why some things happened and how some things happened. And it's a pretty neat story on its own, but without those connected to the Slayer House books, I think it might be a bit meandering and dull for you if you didn't know that series, because it's every few pages there's a little Easter egg, a little bonus if you know the Slayer House books. So that's The Secret Hours by Mick Herron. Okay, so that is me done for now. It is just after lunchtime on the 24th of September 2023. We've just gone into daylight time overnight, so the day is racing away from me. We've kind of lost an hour somewhere, and hope you enjoyed the video. We'll be back again with another one. I have to write and film my review of The Secret Hours because I finished it a couple of days ago. That's what's coming next on the channel, so stand by for that one. Until then, I hope you enjoy your time. Have a good evening, have a good morning, have a good afternoon, whatever part of the world you're in. Okay, we'll see you next time.